Still plagiarism. Bunch of dumbasses talking. I want to drive a short bus and pick all you asses. Fuck that bullwinkle bullshit.
All right, we got the gang back. Skylar's back. Cory's here.
He's
I'm
mad
here.
about not having a drink.
He's mad because there's no alcohol.
Well, there's alcohol. He's got Busch Lights.
Oh well.
As if he didn't have
He
enough.
you didn't have one. You didn't have one waiting for
He's
him.
got
That's his
6
issue.
tall boys on him.
So now we're going back to the normal format of the show. You know, we kind of veered off a little bit, had a conversation. Now we're going to get back into the, oh, shut up.
The age range went severely downhill.
So we
in the
might
last
as
30
well
minutes.
kick this show off right. You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you, Skylar? You ready to answer this?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, your guys' opinions.
Ooh.
What's the proper way, the best way to take a dick pic?
The look on your face
Super
says so much.
uncomfortable already.
I've never, ever taken a picture of my
I
penis.
could have told you that one.
Okay.
You look like a guy that's never taken one.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Fucking square.
Wouldn't be able
Not
to
even
tell you.
like 15 years ago when it was...
No. Because
No.
15, I like how you say 15 years ago as if that was a long time for me. I realize
You're
for you.
20.
Right?
Yeah.
No. What do you...
There's a lot of faith back then. There's no Snapchat where it disappears. It was all over message.
Correct.
Like if you're sending that dick pic,
It's forever.
you better be confident in that dick pic.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure my brain's always comprehended the severity of that.
You can't change the lighting.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
no filter.
Then I'm not like, I mean, penises don't look good at really any time. To me,
How do you make it look good?
I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah.
Lighting, angles, fluffing.
Well, obviously.
You don't want to see a soft penis.
No, Jesus.
One that just got out of the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Shrinkage.
Major shrinkage.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to look at that.
Like a
You want
your normal
absolutely
wiener.
veiny, throbbing, one-eyed monsters. Fucking.
That doesn't sound appealing to be 100%.
To you?
Well, obviously.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
How do you take the proper dick pic?
How do you do it? Tips?
So,
Anybody?
if
Got
I
none
had
for you.
if I had the means, I would
What does that mean? If you had the means?
It's the details where you dress up the hand. Maybe a nice watch. Maybe a nice little bling, little icy on the finger.
A lot of hundreds.
That way, if you're lacking in an area, it kind of takes the eye off of the dick. And,
Right. A little distraction.
Yeah.
Cape,
Yeah.
Like a dollar bill. Mm-hmm. Cape.
Yep.
So it's kind of like the guy when, the
You're like a
from the
magician.
bull.
It's something
Yeah.
going on in the background.
Right.
While I'm doing a little
sleight of
something
hand.
over here. So.
Gotcha.
But in the end, you're going to be super amazed. So
Well, I don't know about that.
the shock value happens. So just
there
sit,
will be
just sit
shock
there.
value, I feel like.
So have you had any success with it?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the story comes from a comedy spot, so obviously it didn't go great.
You thought it went well?
Pending.
Pending? Yeah.
Pending.
Pending. Okay.
Pending.
So we know Cory says he's never done it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Will you?
I even got an email one time, like a
Of
black...
a dick?
No, listen.
Yeah, it was Skylar's, remember?
No, it was the craziest thing. It was such a strange blackmail email. Like it came from someone that clearly wasn't from America.
Wait, is it
Saying
black M-A-I-L or M-A-L-E?
Yeah.
You said
yeah,
blackmail.
blackmail. Like listen,
They're blackmailing you or it came from a blackmail?
Yeah, right, correct.
You're saying both.
No, I'm saying the first one.
It came from a black man.
No, it came from, I'm assuming, a man. Yeah. It's blackmail, M-A-I-L.
So they're blackmailing you.
Yes. If you'd let me finish, I'd have been able to tell you. You'd have drawn the line together. So anyway, the email was saying that they had a video of me and pictures of me naked, and that they were going to send them to everyone that I knew if I didn't send them like $2,000 or something like that. And I knew, I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. I've literally never been naked in front of a camera.
Never naked.
Ever. Like literally ever in my whole entire life. So I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So I just didn't respond, obviously. But then I was watching a like either docu-series or some shit like that. And there's actually a kid that killed himself recently because of almost that exact same thing. Was that someone sent him an email saying that they had naked pictures of him, and literally before anybody could do anything at all, he just decided, well, I'll just kill myself instead. How do you feel like the picture was like for you? Like, how many
Did it best represent
Yeah.
who you were?
Hey,
Or did it just mislead a little bit?
out of 10 Skylars, how many Skylars did your penis get? In
Got
this
11
picture?
Skylars. No, you don't. Of course, you don't put your face in it. You don't
Well,
do
God,
that.
no,
You
that'd
don't
be
do that.
that'd be real dumb. That and the angle that would be required of that is, I assume, a not gracious shot.
Oh, yeah, there was some cramping going on.
So how many?
For you, there's a ton of rolls between between both
That's where-
faces.
That's where the angle's playing.
Yeah.
How many retakes did you do before you decided on this one?
So there's different rooms involved.
This doesn't make any sense.
Different rooms.
Had to play with the lighting. I'm like,
If you
no,
could
I'm
put
like,
this much effort into the podcast,
the bathroom was cliche. I'm like, no, we're gonna move. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, preferably not with the toilet. You sitting
Yeah.
on the toilet.
Right.
surprised you didn't like go outside, flex your like outdoor muscle.
Now wait a minute.
That's
did
not
you-
bad.
Did you try taking one with you sitting on the toilet?
No,
Okay.
no. So I tried to get a lot of my ass in it too.
Oh, so you must think that's a good feature.
Yeah, so it just gives it like a more
Man.
broad spectrum to like the whole body itself. Kind of like that.
Divert attention.
Right.
I'm just so glad that we're not like close enough friends to where you would have ever sent me this picture. Jesus
Can
Christ.
you check this out? Corey? Make sure
Holy
this is all right?
shit.
What would
Like
you have done if I sent you that?
Send
You
me-
would have opened it.
I would have opened it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have opened it for sure because I wouldn't have known.
And you would have reacted.
Poorly, probably. How you're describing this picture, poorly.
Would you have been mad?
Disgusted. Not really mad.
But fine.
I'm not fine. Yet again, fine is not a word that I say.
That you saw your friend's dick.
I would be disgusted.
Okay. In hindsight, in high school, everybody sees each other's dicks.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, like in the shower, locker room. I mean,
Everyone sees everyone's
inadvertently,
dick.
you
No.
do see other
you-
Okay,
dicks.
so you're saying that
At some point or another, dudes most likely see someone
Like,
else's
everyone's
penis.
seen their dad's dick, and
Not everyone, I assume, but okay.
have you seen your dad's dick?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that everybody.
Everyone's seen their dad's dick.
not everyone has.
Jesus
I
Christ.
100%.
I can guarantee you, my daughter has never seen that.
I mean, what about all the people that have never even met their father?
Yeah. and there's
How
that
could
too.
they see
That's
it?
not fair.
What do you mean?
That's
They're
not
clearly
fair.
people. They're not everybody.
Someone with an adult male figure in the home has seen that man's wiener.
Again, not true.
I don't know that that's true, but we'll go with it for your
90%.
story. Okay.
I'll lower it.
Your percentage is better if you have a boy. I will say that.
Is it?
I would assume that most men that have daughters try to hide that.
Is that a thing?
Right,
Yeah,
that's
they-
the thing.
They
I
would
do
like
not want my
if you've
daughter-
if you've got
What about your
sons,
son?
My son has.
right? Because if you've got a son around,
Were you thinking about it at the time? Like, fuck it, it's fine.
Well, no, it's like you take a bath, or you have to go to the bathroom. Like you show him how to go.
yeah, not just that, but
my
like,
daughter's not going to be able to. I can't show her how to. I mean,
and that it's weird.
yeah, it's weird. It's your daughter.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't have a daughter, so.
That's what
Well-
I'm saying. I think your percentage is better if it's
Yeah.
if you have a boy.
You know what my kid said to me the other day?
So you've got all the people that
Is that an 80?
so you basically
the
got
opposite. The opposite.
in today's era.
made
That
me feel
basically
great.
what you're in the end. Like there won't be many in your like zone then of like men that have seen other men's penises like when they're like kids, unless it's something bad that's happened at this point. Like now, like from going forward, history, like going forward, I assume that like, because single moms, that's most likely not going to happen unless, I mean, it's going to be a traumatizing experience.
Chick with the dick.
That's not what I was talking about, but okay. Good God, your brain just doesn't work right at all.
Welcome back, Scott.
Yeah, holy shit.
Daddy's back.
God. No, but it'd be like, obviously, all the people that don't have fathers in their life or in their household, right? And then not all, mostly, mainly of the women, I would assume haven't either. Or maybe tried not to remember.
So you know what my kid said to me the other day? Speaking of this.
Yeah.
So he's almost tall enough to pee in the toilet. So I'm trying to get him off like his little potty. So I'm showing him.
Why didn't you buy him a step stool?
Because he's almost tall enough.
Yeah, my son is
Okay.
tall enough right now.
So I'm showing him like, look, B, this is how Daddy does it. You know, it's just how we do it.
Whoa. Yeah, we've never actually asked this question before, assuming this is only
Make sure you actually know what you're doing.
only assuming that you know how to use the restroom properly, which we know number 2 wasn't. So maybe we're not sure number 1 is either.
I say you pee in the top of the tank.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me that's what you do.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there showing him like, CB, Daddy does it too. You're good to do it.
See, we've already started off bad. He said, I was sitting there. Did you sit down and pee?
Sitting there.
Yeah, you just said I was sitting there.
Said,
and I
Daddy
said,
does
look,
it
B,
too.
Daddy, it's fine. Go ahead.
Anyway, I'm sitting there like, look, VC, not a big deal. Daddy does it too. He turns and he's like, Dad, why is your wiener so big?
Oh, damn. I bet that made you sick.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, don't worry, B. You'll have one too someday.
Wow. Holy shit.
Of course, a 3-year-old, you know.
Do you,
They're all Tootsie Rolls pretty big.
Woo!
he's going to run back to Hacienda and go be like, Mom, I saw Dad's big
Dad's
old
got a
dick,"
big
and
old
she's
dick
just
on
like,
him.
If you matter,
I've never seen Daddy's big old.
matter of perspective, son.
I was like,
Matter
good
of
job.
perspective.
You notice. You'll get one too one day. It's genetics, bud.
Genetics. Good Lord.
Big schlongs running the fam, so
Well, I don't know.
we're growers.
Growers, not showers.
Not showers.
That's what you need to say when you say
God.
Well, he's already had 2 modifications done. He's got a fucking Robocop of wieners when he grows up, so
Wow.
there it is. He's doing it. I told him,
Yeah, he's gonna
there it is.
kinda bring that back.
I bet that whole week you were off, your eye was feeling great. Now
It was. It was. I was feeling really good.
Bong.
Yep.
Welcome back.
It was a nice vacation.
So how was your guys' 4th?
We didn't do shit. We got back the morning of the 4th, and then it was kind of lagged because we had just packed, unpacked, so kind of just chilled.
How was the Deep Lakes?
Good. Good. It was, I mean, when we first got there that night, it was raining. But it then stopped and then got really nice. And then was super nice the next day. It was actually almost too hot. I mean, it was ridiculously fucking hot down there. But no, yeah, it was a good time.
What'd you do?
Parents came out for Kristen's birthday because her birthday is the 2nd.
Nice.
So
What'd you get her?
what'd I get her?
Yeah.
We've discussed it several times.
A jacket?
No.
Another one?
July.
No, the trip.
Not our trip.
No.
Oh, he seemed a
His Salem trip.
Have you told her about that?
I did.
And?
She said that you don't look like someone that would like that kind of thing.
Of course she would. How dare she?
Yeah, how dare she? I mean, you really don't, right?
Why?
Look what you're wearing.
I mean, the weird thing is, though, then I look over and he's got a copy of one of my tattoos, kind of.
Show me.
What do you mean? Well,
What tattoo?
Yeah, it's Day of the Dead.
Oh my God, it's Kismet.
Oh.
wow.
Day of the Dead
Oh.
tattoos.
And roses.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, I guess we got a couple right here.
Wow.
Wow, man.
What's going on?
What do you mean? What's going on? I probably had mine way before yours. Obviously,
You think so?
Yeah, you're still suckling the teat probably
When I got my tattoo?
when I got mine, and when you probably got yours.
So,
Where'd you get that done at?
5 Point Studio in Clive, Iowa.
That's random.
I lived up there at the time. Yep.
During school,
Nope. Just hanging out.
just hanging out. God. that reminded me of that Beetlejuice meme that's been going around. Kind of look like him
Oh, yeah.
body-wise.
What are you doing? Nothing. Just hanging out.
Just hanging around.
So, because of this, I can go to Salem, or what are you trying to say?
No, I mean, I just didn't. I mean, that doesn't go with Skylar. I feel like
Why did you both get that tattoo specifically?
I get my tattoos generally because they look cool. I find something that I see that I hope that not a lot of people have, and then I just get it tattooed usually right away. That's why I haven't had very many tattoos in recent past. I've actually been thinking about it after I sell that house over there. If I've got a decent little chunk of change, I haven't been tattooed in a long time. Last tattoo I got was the 13 rings on my ring finger. Of Mordor.
Why did you get it?
Yeah, why'd you get that? That's kind of...
what a shitty story.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, well, mine was kind of, not great. I mean,
It looked cool.
it looked cool. I try not to put too much thought into them.
So, at the time, I was trying to enter the National Air Guard. I went through all the hoops, had to get a bunch of recommendations based on my past. I had to, go through maps and just a whole bunch of just hassle.
Get a tattoo to look cool?
I dropped a bunch of weight because they require you to be a certain body percentage. 'Cause
That-
you're going to be in an airplane.
Right.
So I pass all of it. I get all recommended. I get to the medical portion, and they ask me my history. And they see the one red flag in my past, and I get an automatic stamp of disqualification.
That's not how that story was originally
I'm not
told to
talking-
me, but
I'm not
that's
talking-
okay.
Why?
I like how we just zoomed right past it.
I'll just be transparent. So, because I had a operating while intoxicated in my
Which
younger
I let him
years.
skated on the earlier podcast where he lied and said
What?
that he had never had a DUI.
don't think I
He
ever
lied.
said
Yes,
that.
he did. I remember you saying that you didn't.
Okay, well,
Because I
I
made
didn't-
sure to look at you twice because I was like, I'm pretty sure you told me a story already where you did. But
in my
okay.
past, I've had one
One.
OWI, and because of that, I was disqualified from.
That led to a question that disqualified you.
They asked me what my current intake was.
Yeah, there we go.
Alcohol.
of
There we
alcohol.
go. Now we're somewhere.
So I gave him a reasonable number,
What he thought was reasonable.
and
You lied.
Oh yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
little.
Yeah,
Lied and you still.
yeah. He lied. They were like, "Wow, you're an alcoholic."
That's way less. I mean, so I got disqualified from that.
Gotcha.
So
It was like 7 beers a day as an alcoholic. What the fuck?
what I told him was 2 a day.
I
Which
remember.
It's not
just giving you shit.
bad. Anyway, but for the air guard, you couldn't have any tattoos that were pretty much visible, which this one is not. But I pretty much said, "All right, fuck you. Here we go. I'm gonna go out and get a fucking tattoo just because you did let me in. I'm gonna go fucking do my shit.
Wow.
Fuck you." And
So you just rolled in like, throw on whatever you.
no, that's not. So I had
It wasn't a
I
bad
was-
decision because it was clearly well done.
I was working at Target at the time, and I had a coworker who was heavily tattooed, and he recommended this artist at 5 Point Studio in Clive. Looked at his portfolio, and I liked a lot of his black and white Day of the Dead stuff. So I said, hey, can you know, I don't want that exactly. Can you render me up something, you know, original? Drew it up, slapped it on the arm, and here we are.
There you go.
Makes more sense now why you like Hispanic women.
Hey, you know what you want. For the longest time, I told my son, yeah, this is your mom. So for the longest time, say, Dad, who is that? It's your mom.
You're going to have to change that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was your mom.
That was your mom. He's going to be like, no, that is your mom. That Jacinda is not your mom.
I just have to keep hooking up with Mexican-looking women.
Is that what that is? So what's the other one then? God, that one looks terrible from here, and I can't even see all of it.
So I want to get this covered up, but part of me is like, no, it was your first one, so just ride or die with it.
Rotate it the rest of the way over. Oh, yeah, God.
It's
Wow.
crooked. It's hard to read.
There's a read? There's something to read?
Well, it's supposed to be a cross with the crucifix inside of it.
Oh,
Very hard to read. Again, like I said,
yes.
it was an in-home tattoo.
Ooh.
So when I was 18, that was my request for a birthday gift. Was a tattoo.
Wow.
My dad would only permit it if it was something holy
Right.
or non, you know, something that wasn't egregious. So this was the option.
Oh.
I thought about getting it covered up, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It was my first one. Who gives a shit? Just let it ride.
My dad didn't like my first one either. So
I mean, I enjoy it. I mean,
I enjoyed it.
my other option is getting just a big old like color slob on top of it because cover-ups are not
No, that's
easy.
Not true. No, it's not true. That's not that bad.
Well, if you find the right artist, it's
No.
fine.
That's there. It might be black, but I can kind of see the light hitting off the top of it, and they didn't scar you up, so it's not
faded
like
enough where they could probably do a decent job.
Well, or if you were smart, you could go to a tattoo artist, and he could lay skin tone down over top of it, and you'd let it heal, and then you'd go back because most of that black would have been eaten up by some of that skin tone that would have been
Right.
beat on top of it.
No, I definitely thought about it, just getting it covered up. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone's got. Well, some people have a tattoo. Like, yeah, not great, but fuck it, it's on there.
True. Very true.
What would you get over top of it if you could?
It probably wouldn't be to cover this up. I mean, it's cliche, but most people want their kids on them. Like, I wouldn't mind having B somewhere on me. I'm a big hunter too, so I mean, I could, you know, maybe like
Let's
a nice.
pump the brakes on big, but yeah, you're definitely a small hunter.
I'm an average
number one.
hunter. I like hunting. There we go.
So what if you got a portrait of you holding a turkey with Cory as the head?
I don't like portraits.
That's weird from the guy that has one on the other arm.
No, but if you try to do like an exact replica of somebody, I don't like that.
That's
that gets
probably
very
true.
skewed.
You have to really, in my personal opinion, that's why I don't have any portraits, is because I don't know that there's anyone around here that can
It may look
really
good.
pull off one of my loved ones that's going to be on my arm forever.
It may look good day of, but when it heals, it could be
It's probably not
rough.
even going to look good day of.
Rough.
Personal opinion. I've seen
So-
some of the baby portraits, and they're
With the how thin this one is, you know, maybe like a simple, just like a single turkey feather, or just, you know, something just really plain, but just enough color to hide the original.
yeah. Like I said, I mean, you've got a couple options. Bill is actually a really, really good cover-up artist. I mean, yeah, obviously the first obvious thing is because you're fair complected. I mean, you could just blast whatever color you want on
Right.
top of it, and it's pretty much you're never going to see that again.
We need to get a tattoo sponsorship.
That would be nice.
I'll put one on my ass.
I'm assuming Bill doesn't really.
Can we choose?
Bill's not into that. He's probably busy enough as it is.
I've always wanted.
He's got to
an
be
ass
almost
tattoo.
60 years old.
You've always wanted an ass tattoo?
Yeah, where it's the one part of your body where if you were just put something obscene on your body that no one's really never going to see, put it on your ass.
What would it be?
So like
Bottom of
in
your
college,
feet.
I had a bunch of buddies that had tattooed your name, YOURNAME, on their ass cheek.
Wow. So they could go to the bar and be like, I bet I got your
there it
name
is.
tattooed on my
And
ass.
it fucking works.
I bet you $20 I've got your name
on my
tattooed on
ass.
my ass. And they go, there's no
Pull
way
ass.
that you have, there's no way that that's what's on your ass. And then sure as shit, you have to pay $20.
Who's stupid enough to make that bet?
It works.
Hey,
Or when you're like trying to hook up with a chick at a bar, she's like, you know what?
wow.
I bet I got
That-
your name tattooed on my ass. And she's like, oh, no way.
So you just really want to show your ass?
Wow.
It's an icebreaker.
Holy
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
shit.
Show mama the goods, right?
Holy shit. Okay.
Calm down, never took him a dick pic.
Right.
So
That's why that seemed, that to me is like, wow. You like try so hard to take your pants off like in the first 5 minutes.
that's the
That's
end
what it's
goal
all.
is.
Yeah, that's what it's all
Take
about.
your pants off.
Yeah, I guess in a way that's what dating really is how quickly you could get the other one naked.
Right.
Is it? That
The
seems
fact
weird.
that you're willing to show your ass, like, all right, this guy wants to take his pants off.
Let's be
Do I?
honest, when you see a woman and you're attracted to them, it's usually your first thought.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know about that.
It is. Come on. It is.
Okay.
You got SquareBear over here.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm going to call you SquareBear now.
Square.
Now,
bear.
is that every encounter? No.
You
Sometimes
lost,
you meet
Seabear.
somebody and then over time something happens, but most of the time your first instinct is, I want to have sex with this person. I'm gonna go
Fuck
talk
the
to
shit out of you.
them. Maybe not that vulgar.
Oh, yeah. Teach their own.
Okay.
Yeah, you lost Seabear. You're SquareBear now.
Square bear now. Sweet.
SpongeBob SquareBear. There you go.
SpongeBob SquareBear. Oh, get that tattoo.
TM T-shirts. SpongeBob SquareBear.
Cory.
Corey.
We'd sell 5 of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll buy one.
I would. SpongeBob SquareBear with your face. Hell yeah.
You'd have to do it. Have it done.
You don't seem that excited about it.
You shouldn't be.
I don't know why I would be, but
We're not making fun of you.
yeah. God, I miss this.
The X Factor's back.
Yeah, the X Factor. Yeah. Some sort of factor.
Oh, plenty of clips this week.
Unlike last week.
We had plenty of clips last week.
What if we got matching tattoos?
Oh, that would be fun
Yeah.
as shit.
Would you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Depends on what it is. I mean, I'm not just going to get anything tattooed because I know how your brain works. So, no, not anything. I would get a tattoo that, I mean, most of,
What if you got over on your ass cheek
Ooh.
and you got Meyer
Definitely
on your
not
ass cheek,
happening.
and then when you put them together, it's Overmire.
no,
No?
Come on.
not on my ass cheek. Not happening.
What about brands?
Brands.
Yeah, if you got hot ironed.
You mentioned that before.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Fuck no.
Can you,
What if I'll pay for it.
No.
Let me finish.
No, because I ain't doing it.
will
Even if it
finish.
is free. Even if the person
Let
was
me
like, I'm not
finish
even
my
having
thought.
Skylar pay for it. I'm going to do this for free. I'd be like, fucking
Let me finish the
No.
thought. Okay. I pay to have an iron
No.
doctored up
No.
with like a big rectangle stamp. The middle is just Overmire on it. And we just get it on our ass. Just
No. You didn't need to do all of that.
I wanted to.
No. I'm not.
So it'd be better if you got to brand him and he got to brand you.
Is that fair?
No. No, I would never let you do
No,
that.
you should, because you brand him first and then you just
No, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. A professional does it.
So there you go.
No. Still
A
no.
real cattle rancher.
No.
Who the fuck are you going to find around here to do that?
There's plenty
There's
of people. trust me.
plenty.
You think so?
In Iowa? Yeah.
Cattle ranchers?
Dude, my cousin...
Like Yellowstone kind of shit?
My cousin Josh, when I was like probably 14, took me to southern Iowa to this pig farm that he was on. Like he was the guy that ran this little like intermediary, and they had this tattoo hammer, the most insane thing I ever saw at that point. It literally is a hammer that has like a slot at the end of it, like where you can slide in a number or whatever, and there's big old needles that they just dip it in ink and they just run around and just smack hogs with it so they can ink them.
Have you ever seen a cow burn pit?
And this took a dark turn.
That stuff is crazy. First time I saw one, it is a hole that is at least...
I mean, it's a pretty self-explanatory thing, I would assume.
But it's 12 feet down. It is really deep based on how big the cows are.
Hence the name.
But that way you can burn a lot of cows at one time. It is crazy to drive up to.
Why did you drive up to it? Why would you drive up to that?
They drove me up to it.
Who did?
Family.
What the fuck kind of family do you have? Yeah, did they like drive you out there and they were like, hey, just so you know, we'll fuck around.
You see a big crater in the ground. You drive up, there's just like a dozen cows in it.
Why?
Just burning them.
You still have yet to explain any of it.
I don't know,
My
disease?
family just takes me out to
that
this
makes sense.
random hole that there's a ton of cows
They have to
in.
take out all the cows that are infected. That way they don't infect the rest of the herd.
I mean, that would make
they-
sense, right?
I mean, it's not easy to dispose of a cow
I mean, it doesn't
body.
really sound like CDC guidelines of disposing, but that's okay.
To preserve the rest of the herd, you just throw them all in a big old hole and you burn them up and cover it up.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I mean, you showed rabbits. I mean,
yeah, you showed
a
rabbits.
big old rabbit
That's
hole
calm.
that you throw a bunch of rabbits in and burn? Or
Wow.
They used, my uncle,
His stomach.
My uncle used to come over and hit him over the head with a hammer while they were alive.
Wow.
Seen it.
well, better than while they're dead. I don't know why they would do that. But
No, I mean,
Yeah, it seems a little sadistic, Skylar, to just come over with a hammer and hit them while they're dead.
you're not
Dumbass.
dead enough yet.
Good
while
God.
they were alive. Yeah.
And then he would take them
Holy
home and eat them.
shit.
We would eat them, yes. But
You would eat them.
I've seen it. I've heard the squeals. It's terrifying.
Can you
You
still
guys
hear
are
them?
really troubled.
No, that's just
Is it
not
like
fun.
Silence of the Lambs?
It's not fun. It tasted good, but
We found something. You could see it
see what?
in your face. It was the PTSD of the rabbit squeals.
It's not PTSD. I just didn't.
Do you think you could catch a rabbit?
I don't know. Could you?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't know. If you
Like on
thought-
foot and hand, just trying to chase it down.
Yes. With your hands. I don't know how else you'd catch it.
What do you mean, with like a trap?
Well, obviously.
He's a hunter, so he heard catch, so you assume trap.
He's a hunter. He should have known that I was meaning with my hands.
Could I catch one?
Only a live trap.
I don't think
of
most
course.
men could catch a rabbit.
I assume you could.
Just sneak up on it.
I've never tried that I remember, anyways.
Sneak up on it with a little ghillie suit.
I doubt it.
Bait him. Bait in a
We'll get
ghillie
some
suit.
Overmire ghillie suits.
Yeah.
We'll go around town trying to catch rabbits.
Hey, so to change it up, there is that one thing that I wanted to talk about. So, did you see that parade thing that happened on the 4th here in town?
Yeah, I saw it. I read 2 articles. One article that was very against it, and then it was a local article kind of explaining what happened.
Right.
Where these people putting their application in, and I guess they misrepresented what they were intending.
And this was a parade in Muscatine for 4th of July.
Yeah, the 4th of July parade.
So I'm not sure if people are for it or against it.
I mean, it seemed like from the majority of the comments that I read on social media that the majority of people in Muscatine were pretty not happy about it.
Because they
At
were
least
caught
the
off
people that
guard,
are.
or
Well, I think. Yeah.
Let's explain to the people who don't know what happened.
Yeah, so I'll explain it. So what happened was all the other story aside, whatever the articles say, blah blah blah. Plain and simple, what happened is that a white lady on a horse with like what looked to be an American flag. I wasn't there. You can only kind of see from the pictures, but kind of looked like she had like a regular American flag or maybe like an earlier like American flag or whatever. And then a rope attached to the horse. And then at the other end of that rope was a girl who was dressed like a Native American. Now, I don't think, this is just me, I'm pretty sure she wasn't Native American. Doesn't sound like something a Native American probably would have signed up for. But apparently, that's what happened. Made it through start to finish.
She was tied.
She was tied to the hands, right.
And
being like carted like she was like being sold or bought. Yeah. Which is historically accurate. Probably not great for a 4th of July parade with little kids that are sitting there trying to just really get candy. I mean,
there appeared to be no context. There's no sign.
There's no sign.
Like, hey, this is what happened.
Because it wasn't a prepared thing. I mean, that going into the article is that it was basically just going to be them on a horse. And the people were like, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, if you want to be in the parade and you just ride a horse through, yeah, who cares? Well, then as soon as like they did their final inspection right before the parade started, obviously with as many, floats and different things that there's not like there's one person for every single float that can stand there until the parade starts. You know what I mean? There's pretty much probably only like a handful of people, and there's people everywhere. It's chaotic. So that person did their final check, walked away, then they did the costume switch. And then no one saw him again. And because nobody's going to know what you're doing, because it's not like they had the rope tied, and they waited probably till the very last minute to do that. Because otherwise it's just a lady on a horse, another lady that's in Native American garb. I mean, what are you going to do? Nothing wrong about that. I mean, other than the fact that she's not Native
bad
American.
event coordinating by Muscatine.
Yep. It stays true to the same old shit.
never would have happened.
Yep. It's the same old shit every single time.
Corey Haller would have coordinated
poor
the
event
4th of July
planning.
parade,
Yeah.
everybody would have had a good time.
How do you stop that going forward?
You just have to have more people. There should have been, and it's insane that there wasn't somebody at the very start of that parade. Like in the, you know what I mean? Like the first block. There's not somebody like that's like watching them like, okay, next through. Like, you could let that go through? Because you wouldn't let that go through. No one in their right mind would let that go through.
So why did anybody try to stop that?
And that's the other thing, is it for some reason made it to start to finish. It's insane.
That's crazy.
Well, I think it's one of those things where it's already happening. So unless you want to throw the whole event, how do you stop a parade from happening? You kind of just got to let it happen. They did it to themselves. Really. It's not the Muscatine. It's not Muscatine. You know what I mean? They didn't do it.
We don't know where they're from or who they are.
Yeah, they haven't released any actual. I've never seen a name, or not that I particularly need one.
Plus, you don't want to go running up to a horse and like, yeah, no, you're done.
Well, no, obviously it's something
Yeah.
to do, but
Yeah.
you could deter by standing in front.
But if people start, making a big rise about it.
You could have had like someone go out there and like slowly like walk up to that girl that's being towed behind the horse and go, "Hey, untie that from your hands right now," and like walk with her and be like, "Untie that shit from your hands right now, and when we go through this next block, I want you to go up to that lady that's on that horse, and you guys are gonna ride straight through this corner. We'll have it opened up. I already got the cops down there waiting for you." So
what Natty is.
that's because that's kind of shit would piss me off. It ruins events. That's all anybody's talking about is some two stupid ladies that thought it would be a good idea to do that. And then that's all anyone takes away from the entire 4th of July.
What if they were Native
celebration.
American?
Well, that sounds like they were not.
Wrong
Right,
place.
What if they were?
Wrong place.
Would have been more
The
accepted.
4th of July celebration. I don't care what your beliefs are. It's a 4th of July celebration. That'd be like showing up to someone that you hated like you hate them. You show up to their funeral because you don't like them, just to be an asshole. Well, everybody else there likes them though. Like, so I don't care about your opinion. It's the wrong place. You don't show up to a 4th of July celebration to make everybody there feel bad about America. The whole point is to feel good about the country that you live in. And every other country in the whole entire world, not every country, but in most places, like being supportive of your country is like the number one thing. Nobody cares about that here. Not that I particularly do, but I'm just saying. I mean, like, so in the one day where that's supposed to be the thing, we're like, but you guys suck though. Don't forget about the start.
And that's why you don't go to the parade. So
exactly. That's why parades suck.
It's hot. There's too many people, and I guess now there's bullshit. So
yep.
You don't like the summer, anyways.
Hate the summer. Hate the summer.
You went on about how you hate hot dogs and
yeah, but you don't.
potato salad, everything that has.
Everything about summer is just horse shit. It's hot. People like to gather. The food is ass. Just skip these
What do
4
you mean
months.
the food is ass?
It's ass. You eat hot dogs or hamburgers.
You don't have to only eat those two things in the summertime.
Correct.
Seems like an odd choice.
So what are your other options? You have macaroni salad. You got
all
potato
the other
salad.
things?
You got
hey,
hey.
all the other things, right? Because you can eat them whenever you want.
Let me go bake a casserole in the oven when it's 100 degrees outside.
Well, it's not 100 degrees inside your house.
It's not, but it's going to warm up the house.
No, it's not. I hate when
Bullshit.
people do-
Bullshit.
Why would you have the oven door gaping open for an hour? Like what are you doing?
Because it's America.
Take
Do
it
what I
out.
want.
Right.
Do what I want.
Right. I mean, you preheat it, you close the door. I mean, you don't preheat it with the oven door open.
Not running the oven when it's 100 degrees out.
You don't use the oven at all in the summer.
Okay, hey, wait. So the only stipulation is that it's 100 degrees? Or is it like above 80? Because
Above
it's
60.
never 100. It's never 100 in Iowa.
Anything above 60 is too hot.
Wow.
Is that really? That's your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like even tonight when it gets to 55, I'm going to keep the fucking air on. I don't give a shit.
Well, why would no one's going to turn their air off?
Right, it'll kick off, but
Right, it'll
I'm saying
just- yeah.
there is no low point in the summer where I'm turning it off.
Okay. Mine doesn't go off.
Like today.
I'm not
like,
understanding.
Some guys are popping the windows open right now. I ain't doing that shit.
That's because they don't want to pay. They want to save some money.
Well, you don't save any money. I mean, right. I mean, God, honestly, I mean, you don't save any money at all. It's insane. Now, if you told me that you wanted to shut the AC off and pop the windows open because you wanted some fresh air blowing through, now you've entered reality. You know what I
But
mean?
the amount
If
of
you're
time
saying
for
that
it
we're
to
shutting it
fire
off to
back
save
up
money,
and cool the whole house again.
Yeah, right.
You're back. So
Right. It's the same argument of like it costs more money to keep it 70 degrees versus 73.
What's your ideal house
As long
temp?
as the temperature outside is more than the temperature you're trying to keep it, most likely the struggle to maintain that temperature will be the same no matter what the temperature is. If it's 90 degrees outside, your air conditioner is going to struggle equally as hard to keep the house 70 degrees that it would be 73. So you can set it at 70 or 73. It isn't going to matter. It will still struggle to keep at that temperature.
All right, Bill Nye, what's your ideal house temp?
73.
This is 75.
Yeah, it's because when we shut this room off, the thermostat is in this room and the sun is coming through this window. So it is warmer in this room right now than the rest of the house. So actually in the rest of the house, it's probably like 72, 71 because it's been pumping cold air for an hour.
What's your ideal temp?
69, 70.
Holy shit, I'd be freezing.
I run warm.
So
Really?
my house is constantly set at 67. You are cold.
That and you're friends with livestock, apparently.
Why?
He is. It's a joke that happened at the end of work today.
Fuck it. I wasn't there. I don't want to hear about it.
It's not for the podcast.
Moo! That's all I gotta say.
No, 67, my house. It's an ice box.
Wow. That's
67
terrible.
isn't really an icebox.
I would be in literal sweatpants and a hoodie if this house was 67.
Really?
Yeah. I'd have shoes on and everything.
when you walk out from 90 to 67,
Yeah.
that immediate shock, you're like, God damn.
I can do 67.
It is super nice.
I run super hot.
It is super nice. Even my boy does.
Especially at night.
You both look like you have high blood pressure.
That's a possibility.
Well, he's stressed out.
Well, and he works out a lot, so imagine high blood pressure. You have high blood pressure from something completely opposite to work out.
Working out does not give you high blood
Which
pressure.
actually is weird that we talk about this at the end. You got 5 days to lose what, 20 pounds?
Not 20.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
easily. I don't want to hear no more of this. I weighed myself at work on this bullshit
did.
scale. No. You want me to go get a scale? We could go get a scale, and then you could do a proper weigh right now because it ain't gonna matter.
Oh, I'm
You're not weighing.
retaining water right now.
You're not weighing 175 pounds in 5 days.
So
It's not happening.
I took my shoes off the other day
Wow.
and I stepped on. I was at 186.
You're right.
So
You'd have to lose 11 pounds. Go ahead.
Said
Did you
the
not do
other
that?
day.
4 days. Right. And
The other day.
right. You just have pounded, what, 10 beers since you've been off work?
No.
And that's not 2,000 calories.
It's
You just had some
Yeah. And pizza.
whatever else you've had.
it's light beer.
Oh, it's light beer,
Yeah.
Mike. Oh, it doesn't even say how many calories, does it?
Yeah, they don't count.
95.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
3.2 grams of carbs, too.
How many of those have you had? Is this one serving?
Probably. They know their drinkers can't do the math very well.
Do you get the one that lets you know how cold your beer is?
Yeah, the mountains turn blue.
Do they do that anymore? Is it still a thing?
You just feel, you know.
That's a great.
I've always thought that when people are like, "Do you get the can that tells you how cold your beer is?" And I go, "But once it's in your hand, don't you know how cold it is already?"
I'm surprised you haven't gone on about. It's got 3.2 grams of protein.
No, those are carbs. Next to it, yeah, it's less than 1 gram of protein.
Still protein.
Yeah, still protein, bro.
So 95 calories. How many have you had?
2.
Yeah. No, that's a lie.
This is all you've had. To
No.
You lying sack.
That has to be like number 7 and 8, if anything. You like to work in weird numbers. My bet is that you buy a 24 pack of those or
Okay.
2 12 packs, and you don't like to have leftover beer in the fridge. For some reason in your brain like sees it as leftover beer, as if that beer was made at a different time than the next 12 pack that you're going to buy.
What is your current alcohol intake?
At 24
Honestly,
on a Thursday.
what's your current?
On a Thursday?
Well, yeah, because usually that's when you drink the most.
I don't know. Couple?
God, you're so a couple 12 packs.
No.
Yes,
I stay in that sweet spot like Jim Leahy.
I hate that he just did that. No,
No.
no.
Quit it.
The fact that you brought up Jim Leahy means
Yeah,
you're so off the fucking deep end.
yeah. How many beers is that?
How many
It's
beers
2. That's
This-
2 beers.
I know how many beers are in front of
you
me.
had since you've been off work?
And what that tells me is that you had those 2, and you started to feel a little too much, and you were like, I guess I turned it up a little too heavy before I got
No,
here.
I got to pee and I'm scared.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you scared?
My wife's here, and he is scared of her.
Scared of the ghost.
Yeah,
The apparition.
yeah. An apparition.
Am I allowed to use your bathroom?
I mean, you are.
Do it.
Yeah. I mean, can you use it right now?
I'm scarred
or
from
you
the
can't
last time.
wait?
The last time scared me. The apparition.
You can't wait like 10 more minutes?
Do you want me to wait 10 more minutes?
Yeah, we're close. We're close here.
And then I gotta drive home.
Yeah, you don't have to wait till you drive home. There's more of a let's not pause right here.
All right, power through.
Power through. Anyway, so 2 in front of us. We're not completely sidestepping this question.
Okay.
What's your current alcohol?
Yeah, where are you at today?
Where you at?
Today?
Yeah, don't lie.
Come on.
Joey's not gonna like that you
Of course,
lie.
I got a ride here. I didn't drive, right?
No,
did?
right. Yes, you got a ride. Yes, Uber.
ride.
He's
I'll get a
Ubering
ride home. Get a
Shit,
ride
Mike's
home.
taking him. Anyway,
I only had a 6-pack.
6-pack of these.
I don't. I don't enjoy being lied to by my friends. Number one, because you walked in here with a 6-pack.
No, I bought 2.
Okay. So that's 8.
That's 8.
That's what I said, right? I said that's probably 7 and 8 because I know how you work. Like I said, you work in solid numbers. You're not going to start a 6-pack
No, because
and then leave any extra in the rings. You're just not going to do it.
With my system.
I know.
Where every 2 is a smoke. Every 2 is a smoke. Usually about 4 I pee. It's my body's down to a bang, 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 bang. We have it refined down.
We?
Yeah, I'm like
Are you got multiple personalities in there or something?
No, I'm like Woody Harrelson and Carnage. Work together.
You've got a parasite?
Symbiote. But no, it's down to a science.
Say if you had a parasite, you'd be down to 175 pounds.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Maybe that's what you need to do is you need to start walking around theses with bare feet.
Theses?
Theses.
What's
know what
theses?
that is? You don't know what that is?
No. Do you know what it is?
That's your calorie intake just on alcohol.
It's not bad.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of calories just on alcohol.
What I've already had?
What you will have.
You don't know what
Will have.
You're going to drink that entire thing today.
you don't know what feces
Probably.
is.
Yes, that's your calorie intake just for alcohol. It's light beer, right?
However, if I don't eat much,
Which you
we are still under 2,000, so
which doesn't happen. You're probably over 2,000 with the
Like as
I
if
had 2 pieces.
he didn't have anything before the 6-pack before the beer started.
I did not.
That's a lie. You had nothing at all today.
I don't want to fuck up my buzz.
Well, what did you drink?
No, I'm talking.
Coffees, right? Did you have a coffee?
And you had food.
Yes, but you
Absolutely no way that you made it till fucking 5:15 p.m. without consuming any food. No.
hold on.
Nope.
No,
No.
I did not.
Bullshit.
So that pizza was your first solid food.
Yep.
I'll
Sorry,
buy it.
I had 1 donut hole before I left the house this morning.
Ooh.
One
Was it
powdered
yours?
donut hole.
Was it yours? Better have been yours.
There was no name on it, so
She doesn't know what
But anyway, you don't know what feces are?
I don't know.
feces.
Feces.
Yeah, shit.
Okay. Well.
I thought you were saying theses.
Oh, feces.
You kept saying theses.
Was I saying? Did I say
Yes.
theses?
theses?
Maybe it's.
Was he not?
I thought it was
I don't know.
feces.
Yeah, you
Maybe.
kept saying that.
I thought I said feces.
No, I'm like, is he saying shit or is he saying theses?
I guess it maybe kind of sounds a lot like
I just heard
theses, feces,
Yeah.
theses,
TH.
th,
Yeah.
f.
Yes, I know what feces
Okay.
are.
Yes. To get a parasite.
Oh,
So I need to eat shit or
Well, you don't have to eat it.
be around it.
Walk in it.
Oh, through your feet,
Yeah.
the pores.
Not. Well, I mean, yes, but that's just traditionally how you get worms.
Oh,
Walking around barefoot.
oh, like a tapeworm.
Any kind of worm. Any kind of parasite. Most of the time, you get them from walking around barefoot.
I thought I was eating raw meat.
That most of the time you don't really get stuff from raw meat. Most of the time it's walking around barefoot.
thank God I don't do that.
Well, walking on barefoot.
Not outside.
He does.
Oh yeah, of course.
Looks like
That's how you
damn
get the
near a
magnetic
hobbit.
pull
He's
from the-
hobbit sized, so it makes more sense.
You get the magnetic pull from the earth. It helps your body acclimate to the
Man.
balance of the.
Whose TikTok are you following?
Do you feel you're acclimated?
Yeah. What TikTok
They
channel
say
told
they
you
say
that?
when you change time zones, you should walk around barefoot for like an
Hey.
hour.
On which TikTok page did you see this? Because it's the
mom's.
only way that you find information.
It was your mom's TikTok page.
It's the only way that you find information. I know it.
No, it's from Down to Earth with Zac Efron.
Jesus.
The perfect male body, by the way.
Your obsession.
Oh,
You're
he's all natty.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
He's jealous.
I think if you had,
He's jealous.
I think
When there's a bigger guy in the room, they all get all. No, he's not.
No, the worst part is when people tell everybody that they're natty and they're not.
Mike's
not.
all, we know our Mikey's all natty.
Well,
Just a little bit of protein.
he's stupid if he was. I'd be taking something. If I
He wants
if
that-
I was putting in all that work, I would want a little extra.
He wants that
Might as well.
Bane body. That Bane
would.
body.
Damn right.
He sees just little.
Maybe-
little-
Maybe he is, because it would explain some of the outbursts that we've had.
I did tell him today that the cage of that tiger is kind of getting a little flimsy. You might need to place that door on it.
Yeah. Yeah, something's
You
going on.
got to kick it to get it to close. So
Yeah.
tiger's getting out a lot. So
I'll get Austin to fix it.
Yeah, get Austin.
fuck it.
Get Austin.
Still plagiarism. Bunch of dumbasses talking. I want to drive a short bus and pick all you asses. Fuck that bullwinkle bullshit.